Hi everyone, welcome back to Spiritual Growth Tarot. I'm Denise, and this is an extra reading on Trump. And I linked an article into the community section that Heather Cox Richardson wrote up last night. She does nightly emails and like recaps everything going on in well, not just politics. Well, yeah, pretty much just politics, but mostly, Trump and COVID and things that we need to know about. So anyway, what I'm concerned about, or what this reading is about, and I'm going to do a different spread. Bear with me, because I'm putting the energy into the cards. The question is, how is this going to go for Trump? Now that he has invited Michigan state lawmakers, the state legislature dudes, to the White House, and he wants to talk to them. He wants to get them to, stop the vote, change the vote, recount. I don't know what he's trying to accomplish. And he's doing it in an area of Michigan, counties in Michigan, or he's contesting counties in Michigan that are primarily black votes, black areas. And there's a Civil Rights Act to protect them. So I don't know how well this is going to go for him. And so that's what I want to know. How is this going to go? What's going to be the outcome? So I'm going to, I'll show you. I'll talk you through it as I draw the cards. Because so Trump has not only these guys meeting with him today. I mean, they maybe even have been done with their meeting as as I speak. The one governor, what's his name? I don't know, not governor, but Mike Shirkey, I guess. I have no idea how to spell his name. I just scribbled it down from the news that just came out. But basically, he's walking through the airport to get to the meeting, and people are yelling at him, like, "We don't want you here. Why are you here? Why would you even meet with Trump?" And that's a really good question. And then also, this afternoon, Trump's going to be meeting with Nancy Pelosi and Chuck Schumer. So I don't know if I need another reading for that, or maybe it'll just all come through. Okay, so these cards feel done. Let me shuffle the little Lenormand cards as well, because the readings that I did for his this is Friday. I'm reading this on Friday. What is this today? Like the 20th or something? Yeah, 20th. Friday, November 20th. And the ones that I did, earlier this week for his Thursday and Friday, it all came out. It's right there in the section where what he's planning and doing. There was, him offering, and there was like a removal. There was a scythe, and I think the star, which would be, trying to remove the intention of the voter, because I think the letter card was over in here further on. So the clues are there. I just didn't know what he was going to be pulling. Should have put, should have figured it out. Shouldn't have put anything past him. Okay, so, but now I want to know, how is this going to go for him? Okay, so that feels complete. So let me move my notes away from here. Yeah, all the room I need. Okay, so first two cards will be the same as usual. The forces in motion, Donald John Trump's challenges. We already know what he's planning, and we already know what he's doing. So how is it going to go for him? So two cards for that. How are these meetings going to go for him? What may be accomplished? Okay, and his karma. And then Whether he'll be successful or not, that's going to stay the same. I no longer give a rat's ass about how he feels, so I'm not going to draw cards about that anymore. Although I was doing that because I know feelings do tend to create and bring things into reality in your life. But I just want to know whether he's going to be successful or not. So there's that. And his future. Okay, and then I'll layer the Lenormand as we go. So there's his offer. There's his forces in motion. This is his meeting. These are the two guys coming together. I'm not going to go into the astrology. His challenge is the law. His challenge is the ruthless, him just trying to have his way over the law. I mean, he's so lame in the head that I'm sure he doesn't know about the Civil Rights Act. And I'm sure he doesn't know, everything about the Constitution he should know. He just doesn't. Okay, what's coming down on him is luxury resorts losing money. His luxury resorts losing money with the 9 of Pentacles reversed. So, of course, this is the King of Wands, 2 of Cups. Sorry, I have to remember to tell you guys the cards just in case, because I've trimmed these down so you can't see what which card that is. But so anyway, 2 of Cups, forces joining together. So this is the meeting. This is the ruthless trying to get his way. And this 9 of Pentacles, 9 of Pentacles reversed. Ooh, it's not good when it's straight up. It's luxury and it's money coming in. When it's reversed, it's not. It's big problems financially. Interesting. Okay, because this is what's coming down on him. So it's not going to work. What else is going to come down on him? The long arm of the law. Again, the long arm of the law. It can be the military, but I don't know if it would be, for this particular thing. But maybe this is like, what's going to happen in the future. His karma is, finally, yes. Well, I may have gotten it before. The King of Pentacles is all about wealth. Reversed, his karma is that he won't be wealthy anymore. My goodness, his karma has to do with instability. Of course, it's everything corrupt. Of course, it's everything that, it's all about control. He's trying to control his financial reality is what he's trying to do. But the karma is that there's no faith, coming down over this. I don't think these meetings are going to go well. Or they can't do what they can, what he's asking them to do, because the results, they've already been certified. They can't make the changes. I don't know why they're even meeting with him. It's got to be some other perk, Like, would he be trying to bribe them? I mean, this card is definitely deceit. So maybe these guys are going to just say, oh yeah, okay, whatever you want to do. But then they're going to walk away. They're not going to do what he wants. Oh, okay, successful or not? With the Tower reverse, I think not. I don't think there's any success there. When you have the Tower reverse, my goodness. Let me feel into it though. Well, he's just trying to avoid the inevitable end. This is the inevitable end. The crown's fallen down. He's just trying to avoid it. But you know what? I mean, it's like, okay, this is kind of weird, but just look at the symbology. I mean, this is a very phallic, symbol. Looking at this, something breaks through. When it's reversed, it just looks to me like very impotent. So success? No, I don't think so. And his future, well, with the 8 of Swords reversed, I think this has to do with him being like released from his position. I mean, he's not president anymore. And, you know, maybe he really has to face his fears. Yeah, okay, so let me do my thing with the Lenormand. So we're just going to get a couple extra cards of, a couple more cards for each position to give us the details, because you know, the Lenormand cards are, they're so literal. There's not, it takes the guessing out of anything. Okay, so forces in motion. Challenges. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. Now these are just kind of free form, like everything that's going to come down on him for these next two cards before the karma. Well, yeah, how it's going to go. How are things going to go for him? Based on what he's trying to accomplish. Okay, now his karma. Okay. Successful or not with this situation? Ooh, there's that illness card again. Okay, and his future. All right. Bear with me. I'll get these lined up so you guys can see everything. Wait. This card first. Does that fit? Yeah. Well, or actually, you know, I think to see the tarot card is probably a little more important there, rather than the numbers and the pips. Let's do it this way. Actually, okay. Other Lenormand or Lenormand readers that read these decks with the numbers are going, what? Stop, what are you doing? Okay, so this one first, second, first, second. Always with that illness card, every friggin' day. And here we go. Okay, so Sacred Chopstick needs to speak. Okay, so with the forces in motion, of course, this is the meeting. Okay, and you know, they have gone by air travel, and they're meeting with probably the entire Trump crime family. This card's also about change. So the forces in motion is the meeting is to try and change something that's already set and locked in and in. I mean, the tree card is about, you know, long roots. This can be the long tentacle roots of every facet of our Constitution and voting system. That's the way I'm reading it today. So that's the forces in motion. His challenge is to get this, you know, this ruthless like partnership, this commitment, stable, you know, anchored in the ground. Now, how it's going to go for him? Well, they're going to travel back. They're going to travel back home. I don't know that they're going to give him an answer, or they might not tell him the truth. But they're going to travel back home, because he's not going to get what he wants. Even if he offers them some type of deal, some type of financial, because this reverse, it can be bribery. But then they're going to travel back home and maybe feel kind of abused and beat up, like, well, what just happened? Or can we get away with it? I mean, we do have to question why that Shirky guy, at least, there were two of them he invited, and I don't know if there's just the one showing up, but we'll find out later. long after I've uploaded this video. Whether or not the guy's trustworthy. I mean, this is a card of abuse, because these cards are about how it's going to go down, these 4 cards. But you know what, when you look at this one, here we go, the long arm of the law. I remember hearing that clearly. And this is a battle for honor. And I think that these guys know that if they were to do anything that would, or at least Shirky, or I don't know if it's the 2 guys, but if any Michigan state legislature person were to fall into alignment with like this abuse, if they were to go along with these changes, these 2 cards knight together, they would see it as an abuse to the strength of the Constitution that is solid. And this is the challenge. Their reputation and honor could be just cut, could be just gone. Now, his karma, the karma that's happening, this is a governmental, institutional, I think this has to do with him trying to bribe. He's got karma with trying to bribe people. And whether he's successful or not, I say no, because this card is I just have to go with the image rather than the traditional, like maybe averting a disaster. Maybe this is more about us, the USA, averting a disaster, and then with Trump, it's about, his impotency, his wanting to break everything up and tear everything down, burn everything down. It's not going to go well for him. And we see this as a big, this is an illness. This is an illness for him to keep offering either bribes or cash or whatever. God, I really wish, I hope, I wonder, could there be bugs in the Oval Office, or the meeting rooms where I think he and Pence often have lunch together. Ugh. Anyway, so the future, he's released from his duties, and he retires, and his bullying, I believe his bullying, let me get a couple more cards. He could retire from all the bullying and the abuse. Oops. That is widespread. Yeah, and that is just, it's widespread betrayal. His bullying intentions will end up betraying him. That's his future. Okay, so I think what I'm getting here, what I sense that's coming through is that he will not be successful, but he could get caught for this offering and this bribery. I don't know if maybe Shirky will walk away and say, hey, you won't believe what this guy said or did, but this card can also have to be with something being revealed. I mean, that's usually the Sun card, but the Stars card is everything's out there. It has to do with intention and navigation and, things that are online. And then the Snake card is always about a betrayal. And so these 2 cards add on to the future column. The future column, he's going to be released from his, duties that are, of an elderly nature. Maybe he's going to be retiring from his bullying that's been widespread, and his future is that he will be betrayed. Okay, that's all I have. Thanks, you guys. Take care. Bye.